Hello, welcome to Sharing Sharon Creates at the New Digs. I'm mostly organized. It's still getting there. We moved apartments the end of October, and here it is mid-December, and most of the stuff is unpacked. I still have to get pictures up on the walls and some of the knickknacks up, but mostly everything is set. Some of it's still a little oops mess, but it's also getting ready for Christmas too. Which, on that note, I'm going to show you some of the things I made before I wrap them. This, I couldn't hold back. I had to show Froggy today. It is a Santa snowman frog, because she said she liked snowmen, and I know she likes frogs, and it's Christmas, and I just thought it was cute. The eyes are a little funky, but it's got a big old smile, just like Froggy always has, because she's always a happy lady. So check her out on Froggy Went Knitting. And this is being sent to her. I couldn't keep it a secret any longer. I had to tell her. So there's that. This was a cardigan. It is super, super soft. It is Mary Maxim's brand of Caron Super Soft. So it's like really, really soft and silky, but it's the brown and the cream, and it's got the buttons, the long buttons on it. I messed up a little bit on the length on one side, so I hemmed it up, and it has a secret inside pocket, because that's what worked to hem it up. But it's going to my sister-in-law for Christmas. She loves cardigans. And I also made her this one, which I totally love. This is the Cloud Cakes, and it's sun and sea. It's so soft, and I did like what is it, the bead stitch, bobble stitch, whatever it is. It's all bobbles, and so it's textured, but it's still nice and soft, and I love the colors. And I put on big giant buttons, but this one came out a lot better. Practice makes perfect, or at least better. For my brother, yeah, hopefully it will fit him. I used the Mandala Cool that I had hanging around for a while, and I'm hoping it's masculine looking enough. The colors are. I just hope the sweater is. I did mostly alpine stitch on it, with a couple other stitches in. Sleeves might be a little short. I don't know. We'll see. Still learning how to do sweaters properly. And a hat to go with it. And then to finish off the last of this color mandala, I made up another hat and a little cowl to go with it, because that was the end of that color. I'm trying to use up some of my large quantities of yarn. I'm going to be making a lot of blankets in the coming months, because I have a lot of the same kind. I ordered some of the bobbins from Premier because they were on sale for $3.99 a bobbin, which is an amazing deal because they have the three colors that go together, and it's a good quantity of yarn. For $3.99 it was great. I think it'll take about 3 bobbins to make a good sized blanket. I've been keeping an eye on Carrie the Yarny Elephant on that, because she's been using the bobbins to make blankets. So we will see what happens. I guess it depends. Some of it depends on what stitch you use too. But if you'd like, I'm going to give you a short little walk here, and we're going to go check out my yarn closet. I am so happy to be able to set up a yarn closet. Yes, it's a little bit of a limping walk, because I got a cane, and I don't walk that great. But hey, such is life. I crochet. That's how things go. So, here we are at the big closet, and there we go. I put up the cube storage, and that half of the closet is mine. And then there's a little bit more of the closet, which is going to be my daughter's creative space, so she can store some of her creations. Then we've got a bookcase outside the bathroom, so, if you need some light reading when you go in, ha ha ha. Just because it actually fit there. That's where it got dumped. But organizing is getting there. It takes a while to unpack, and I don't lift things well. I don't walk well. So I just take my time, and I've been giving myself time to do things and taking it slow, because that's the only way to do it, is to take things a step at a time, little by little, and it'll get there. At least we had space to put up the Christmas tree, and my daughter put together the small kitchen table and took the boxes off the 2 dining room chairs that I had ordered, and she set those up, and we actually had dinner at the table last night. Woo! It's a small table. It's like a 2-foot by 4-foot table, and it has 2 chairs. If you really wanted to, you could probably fit 4 chairs at it, but it would be really crowded. I also picked up some of those the wooden folding TV trays, so that when I have company, we can set those up around the couch and the chair, and people can sit and still eat, and we can socialize and have family. I don't do stairs well, so visiting other people's houses is not always a good option for me, so I like having people over here. So that means that I got to keep the place organized, neat, and at least clean enough to be acceptable. Most of the family understands if it's not spotless, but I'm not a slob by any means. Moving is a terror. But it's getting there, and soon I'll have pictures up on the walls. They look a little funny being all white and bland, and that's not me at all. I am an explosion of color everywhere. Nothing really matches in my house. It's all hodgepodge here and there, but I like it that way because it's just eclectic and odd and me. Colorful, and everything fits somewhere. We're getting there. The next step is having my daughter unpack her room, but she's been in school, and she's doing amazing at school. I'm very proud of her. She's a very good kid, and not too worried about that. She'll get it set up. She got all the boxes put into her room over Thanksgiving break, and she's slowly getting there with getting things organized. She's a preteen. So she's getting there, and she's got her own style and her own way of doing things, and I'm proud of her, and I'm confident that she'll figure it out. She'll get it set. And the exciting thing, we just got approved to have a cat in the apartment. Ooh, sirens in the back. Yeah, we've got a fire department nearby here, so we hear those a lot. And we're in a apartment complex, and there's elderly building and handicap building and family building. So with the elderly, we hear the ambulances come by a lot. Sometimes they're just checking on somebody because somebody hit a button on something, and I don't know. They're old people, it's winter, and people have to be careful, and you never know. But the fire department and ambulance corps around here are absolutely wonderful people. I've had to use them a few times between falling and hernia issues. Yeah. I'm familiar with emergency responders. But they're all wonderful people around here. We're very lucky that we've got a good town. Anyway, all this talking, I finally got my yarn organized, so I still have a couple of bins. Yeah, a couple being like one, two, three, four bins of yarn and one bin of blankets that I have. Well, I've got 2 blankets in there that I've made. Those will go to donation. Yeah, hopefully I'm not making you dizzy by flipping all over the place. But that's got one bin has got that funky ribbon type yarn with that makes those frilly scarves. Sachet, that's what it is, the sachet yarn. I want to try to do some wreaths with those. And the rest of it, well, we'll see what it goes. It's a whole bin full because they were on clearance at the Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and somebody else gave me a huge bag full of them because she didn't know what to do with them, and I'll figure something out. I know they work good as like fringe, not fringe, but like to go around little girl dresses. They're cute, and it's just I'll figure it out. One bin is all my cakes of mandalas, etc. And another one is my yarn from Hobby. Eventually I will get to make that shawl that I want to make, but it's just getting through Christmas first. I am not... The shawl that I want to make with the Hobby cake, it's the Sultan Shadow. It's like teal and then black on the outside. And I found this really cool pattern. But it's going to take me a while to make, so I'm going to wait until Christmas is done. Maybe a present for next Christmas for someone. Who knows? Maybe a birthday present in between. I'm just doing it because I really like the pattern. I may keep it for myself. I'm not sure. Probably not, because I usually give everything away as presents and stuff, but hey, we'll see. Anyway, oh yeah, as for the boxes. Boxes. Operation Christmas Child, the turn-in date was the middle of November. All the boxes went in. They had nearly 4 full trucks. The 16-wheeler, because it's not quite as big as an 18-wheeler, but the trailers for the 16-wheelers, they filled 4 of them almost completely. There were 20,900 and something boxes just from the state of Rhode Island, which is pretty amazing, seeing as we're the smallest state in the U.S. So, 20,900 and some boxes went out. Then people went down to the processing center, and I think they're still processing. They usually process till almost Christmas. They go through and make sure that there's nothing funky in there, and they take out any food or liquids, and that stuff gets donated to local shelters where the processing center is. If a box is missing, still has empty space, they'll throw in stuff companies donate to them, like the Bombas socks, and other people send things just for filler. Little tiny toys that we don't send air. So they shove in about as much as they can if it needs it. They don't take anything out of a box unless they have to, because it won't pass customs. And, they want the shipments to go nicely when they go to other countries. So, they go through things and they sort and they make it safe, and then they go. And we'll see. I still haven't found my stickers, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to follow my boxes this year and find out what country they went to. If I can find the stickers, I'm still getting there on the unpacking. I've got 1 box to do, and I still have to go through some of the drawers in my dresser. I have to find 2 of my son's Christmas presents that I hid in my dresser, and they're small. But they're cool, but they're small sized. Finding them is not easy because the drawers got put back in different order, and I can't find them yet, but I've had a hard time getting into the dresser because boxes have been in front of it. We'll get there. I'll figure it out. I promise. In the meantime, you guys have an absolutely wonderful holiday, whichever holiday you celebrate. I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Hanukkah to those of you who celebrate Hanukkah. Let's see, Ramadan to those of you who celebrate Ramadan, and Kwanzaa to those of you who celebrate Kwanzaa, and Happy Winter to those of you who don't celebrate any of those. And if there's some other holiday that you celebrate, let me know because I like learning about other cultures and what people do. And if you have any fun things that you do for the winter holidays, let me know. I like to find out what people's fun things to do are. We like making cookies and getting together for dinner and presents with the family. We've got our Christmas tree up. I like multicolored lights because, well, I just like color. And we put our decorations on it. And oh, yes, we got approved to have a cat, so we got to keep the cat out of the tree when we get the cat. So anyway, have a good one. And don't forget, let your light shine all over the place because there's too much darkness out there, especially this time of the year. People get really sad, and it's hard because people are trying to get presents for everybody, and some people can't. People forget. It's just about spending time with friends and family. Family doesn't have to be blood. Family can be somebody you choose. So think about that and be somebody's chosen family if they don't have any blood family around. Because sometimes chosen family is a lot more special because you chose them. You can't choose your blood family, and they're not always the greatest. They're not always horrible, but you know what I mean. Okay, before I take up your whole day, I'm gone. Bye.